Greetings everyone, my name is Ray Foxborn and welcome to a brand new series where I play on the Perch SMP. I have not actually joined the server before, I'm brand new to it, but it seems good and people seem to be nice. Here, let's open chat. Let's see, it says, is anyone selling an Elytra? Welcome back, he says, woohoo! Cool, so they have ranks and stuff and all sorts of really fun things. My plan is to just go about, say hi to Perch, and then have just a good time playing Minecraft, making a base. I gotta say, I am very thoroughly impressed with this little opening dungeon that we spawn in. So people are going to be playing, and I'm going to be recording, and it's going to be a great time. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy. So at this point, I'm not even worried about finding a nice looking location, because quite simply, I am like very far away from where I need to be. I am so far away, in fact, that the world does not seem to be working properly. Oh! A boat. Or rather, a thing of open water where I can put the boat. As you can see, the chunks are loading relatively slowly. Or maybe it's just because I'm super far away. But my main thing is I have to wait until the mobs stop lagging. It's like they're moving at like a very slow FPS. I need to get close enough to the midland that ceases to happen. I knew it. I knew I'd come across one of these. I just knew it. It was gonna happen eventually. The animals are starting to behave more now. Not quite, never mind. I heavily suspect I am never gonna run out of firefly bushes so long as I am here in this swamp. Because these things are everywhere. Look at that, zoomy. Zoomy daytime. Zoomy nighttime, I should say. Did I just find one with no chest? I guess I did. I guess I ain't got no chest. I hope nobody's explored this far. Oh, there's another shipwreck. I could test my luck, but I did not find anything in the last one. And of course, as I take damage jumping around, I gain acrobatics skill. A pink sheep! Dude, you never find these. They're like super nice and rare. Okay, I might be more lucky this time. There, this one has a chest. Oops. Here, I'll just break in from the top. Oh, a second chest! Books. I'll take them. Books are good. I'll take the whole chest, actually. Oh, Coast Armor Trim, smithing template. That's cool. Oh, look, I just found another one. A jump-a-diddy-doo. And I can survive in here. Oh, buried treasure map. I'm just gonna keep track of where all these ocean monuments are, because at some point I want to make an ocean monument farm. Well, I just got mining fatigue. Oh. This is somebody's base. This wouldn't be too bad a spot. Looks like a volcano. I could make a giant volcano. The shape of the terrain definitely allows for it. Let me get a better look at this. Never mind, this is way too big. I couldn't possibly build on top of this. Well, this is certainly fascinating. I could mine in here. But I'm going to choose not to. Yep, someone was definitely over here. I want to make sure that the location that I choose is very far away from all sorts of people. Mountain would be really cool. This is a really cool mountain. Now, I'm at the point where I am willing to hunker down so long as I find the right location. But I'm thinking I probably don't. I am going to be stingy. I want it to have like a great impression. And I wanted to have a lot of like micro features, if that makes any sense. Because if it's just this big open spot, right, that's completely huge, and I want to have a build that scales to it, it's going to take a very long time to be able to get that. Plus, I don't even have that great of a render distance. So the location I choose needs to have a lot of features on a very small scale, so that I can build to scale to those features without it taking like incredible amount of time. Like something like that cliffside. That I could definitely build something really cool on with like decent effort without it being too difficult. Yep, that's definitely somebody's base. That's not good. I mean, for a world that has literally like only a 25,000 block world border limit, like I am definitely going to be dealing with other players. I think I don't think there's a way to avoid that. That's somebody else's base. I want to explore it though. Oh. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. This is pretty nice. But they're a good builder. And they have jump boost, which is driving me nuts. Okay, I'm gonna keep making my way away. I'm lucky. Oh. Well, that's something. That is somebody's base. So I'm thinking I'm gonna follow the border of this jungle to find the spot that I want to choose my base from. But there's somebody over there in that direction, there's somebody way back there over in that direction. So I'm just following the jungle until I'm at a spot that's decently far away from both those spots. Oh, mangrove! Mangrove, cool! This was the other cool biome I was considering building a base in. I'm so glad I found this. Yep, someone's definitely been around here before. Yep, that's somebody's building. I lost my boat because I'm in somebody's spawn! Okie dokie. So I have found jungle again. I just need to pick a spot close. It's a good jungle. This spot's pretty good. Yeah, it's got like a bay. It's got like all sorts of good stuff. Hello. Oh. He's giving me stuff. Well, so I looked for a spot, found it. He's gonna teleport me there. He said it'd take a few minutes. So, yeah. Woohoo! He's so nice. I'm so glad. Unfortunately, he teleported me to a spot where then I found like an even better spot on the map. So, but I don't want to bother him again. So I'm just gonna make my way toward that other spot. It's about 6,000 blocks away. Decently close, not too far away. Hey, I was thinking about food just a minute ago. I was running low, and look at all this food. This is definitely somebody's base. Without a doubt, somebody lives here. Yup, that's good. And they have the... I don't have zoom, actually. They have diamond block beacon. They sweats, but they can't build crap. What is this big ugly box? Hello, sir, sirs, men. How do you do? Goodbye. Goodness, the whole thing doesn't even render. What are they doing? Well, if this does become my base, they are going to become my neighbors, because the location I have chosen for the base is approximately 600 blocks from here. Okay, here's the spot. Let's look. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so it is a hill. And you know what? Oh, it has a really nice cave. Oh, yes. It has a really cool cave under it. It's got bamboo. This is a lot larger than I was anticipating. So, this is much larger than I was anticipating. So there's a lot of cool places to build on here. Okay. Okay, now for the claiming itself. I click there, and then I go off as far as I possibly can. So this is my whole claim. Not very large, not very large. So I will be building at a 45-degree angle, which is a little awkward, but it gives me the opportunity to do some cool stuff. So I need to plant my stuff, I need to get resources for it. There's a couple things I want to do for the starter base that I've never really done before. I want to go with gradients and colors and all sorts of stuff. I want some colorful blocks, which means I need access to dyes. I also should have access to wolf farm and all this stuff. There's so much I could do, and I'm excited. So my immediate thought is I want to have some sort of access to a mine. I think a mine would be the best thing to start off doing. However, I run into the issue of me being super high up, so balancing accessibility with that is just not great. So actually, I don't have any wood whatsoever. Let's gather wood! I promise I can do this, I can do Minecraft, and I can do it well. It's just there's a lot of paralysis that happens for trying to figure out exactly what to do and when. There's an idea of many things that should be done. Okay, next step. Burn wood. Yes, that's a very good step. And then now I can mine. I guess I just keep mining, right? While I wait for the torches to be generated. I need torches to be able to do so. There's a lot of mobs nearby. It's very concerning. There's a concerning number of mobs sounds coming from over there. I'm worried. I think this is gonna be a season where I do not just waste the opportunity to get more coal. Until I get an infinite coal generator, I think just getting all the coal that I want now more than I need at the beginning, I think that's the best option. Because you don't need coal until you need coal, right? Well, it's official. I'm now below ground level, at least. And of course, this is the really fun part. I think having the extra buff on like the default armor and stuff is nice, but I need to stay true to the new Minecraft experience and wear copper. So we'll put this away for a little bit and just have like a full copper set wearing for just a little bit. Okay, this is gonna be a historic moment. I wonder if this can actually mine diamonds. Let me look this up. I don't wanna waste a diamond finding out. Well, I still think it's cool. I still think it's cool that I have this. I still need iron to do this, but copper can still be a cool early game thing that I can use to essentially mine my way down. I think copper is a very good thing that Minecraft has added. I think it's very Minecrafty. Great, I got to repair mastery rank 1. Whoa, how very useful. I feel like copper was something that wasn't inherently useful until they added a whole bunch of features for it, and it was like, oh, you know what? Copper's actually useful now. I think we like that. And then now they come and they add even more features to copper, and it's like, now it's like so incredibly useful, probably. I just don't know how. I'm still of the mindset that copper's a very new thing, right? I think copper is still brand new to the game. I don't consider it to be like an old feature. Builder level 2. Cool. So I guess all I have to do is place stairs. You know, I think it's nice to have a tier in between iron and wood. Or between iron and I guess stone. But I think, oh hello, you scared me. I think it would also be really cool if we had a tier between iron and diamond. So like, just like ruby or something. Like a lesser gemstone. I think that would be a really cool thing to have in Minecraft. Just to have more progression, right? Instead of just like the abrupt iron to diamond, because that's really such a big jump. Miss Bat, you're driving me nuts. He's gonna be like in my face the whole time. I don't think there's any point in having them be like existing anymore. I think I is perfectly justified in killing that bat for getting in the way of my mining. Like he just kept going down and further. I dig a block and then he's there. It's crazy making that thing guy was. Hey look, I found more iron. And I reached deep slate. Okay, that was my goal. My goal for this mini mining session was to get to deep slate layer. I'm finding so much stuff. Lapis is good. Lapis is one of those things that you can get way too much of really quickly, but it's definitely a necessity. Alright, we'll smelt that up. Though this is noticeably slower. It could be, we could be at this for a while. I always forget the new diamond mining levels, but apparently if you mine at Y level negative 53, you're still pretty low, but you still get to avoid a lot of the, like, diamond, no, not diamond, the lava pools. I really cannot speak today, can I? Here we go. Yep, first iron pick, bit the dust. Oops. Okay, it's official. I only have to go down another 20 blocks and then I'll be in diamond territory. Like the real diamond territory where the diamonds, like, have ownership, right? They make you pay taxes and all that. You know, I'm doing that thing where I'm staring at the blocks and breaking, just like on the edge, like 90% excited to see the next block be diamond. Like, it's like super, like, thrilling and exciting, but also, like, disappointing every time that block doesn't turn out to be diamond. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Just like that feeling where it's just like you're eager to see a diamond behind the next block. I'm definitely gonna find diamonds now. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. This is not fair, Mojang. This is not fair to happen so early in the game. 2 baby zombies in the middle of a cave. This is not good behavior. You should stop doing this. You should quit. Perfect. Oh, well, that's a cause for celebration, I guess. People are celebrating me in the chat. Hello? That was weird. I guess he doesn't have a surprise for me. Okay, well, hopefully he didn't mark the coordinates on my base. Okie dokie, I am at the Y level where there's much diamonds. And also survivability, which means I'm not going to run into lava all the time. Hey, I didn't have to wait too long. I already found diamonds. I'm gaining over a level with every diamond that I find. That's really insane. I was really worried at first. I thought I was gonna lose my pickaxe before finding diamonds. It's not what usually happens, but sometimes you just get these really bad, unlucky spells. I mean, I have so many diamonds already, and like I'm barely like a 10th of the way through like this pickaxe. Like I am making like such a return investment on this. Like it's the best. Well, I wasn't expecting this. I was mining for diamonds and I found sculk. Well, at least I made some sort of discovery, even though it was like no diamonds for like a good several hundred blocks. Now, I'm probably going to remember the fact that this was my first strip and that I found something, but just in case I don't, I am going to write a note to myself that says something along the lines of, wow. Oh, I think that's how you spell it. Yay. So, yeah, that works. I'll never forget now. And there's a couple things I want to check. So first off, I want to get full iron. Oh, 24 diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. For especially how early in the game we are. Okay, now I have to consider some other things. But first, I'm getting fidgety that that guy knows where my base is. And I have no way of defending it. So I need to get... I have some claim blocks available to me. Only 260. I want to see if I can buy them. Ew. So, to get money, I have to build. So I need to actually physically build a base, like, real soon. Okay, I'm gonna take a rain check on that for just a little bit, and I am going to gather my trees. Alright, my one sapling has turned into 3 spruce trees. Alright, let's gather lava and maybe not some of the water. So I got a little carried away. I have 22 obsidian, yes. I spent that much time gathering obsidian. I want enough for a square portal, so that requires 18. Yeah, square portal with the corners filled in requires 18, just for aesthetic. And then on top of that, 4 more for an enchanting table. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to have. I mean, I could just only spend 10 on a portal, but the thing is, I want it to be a complete nether portal. Okay, I'm really debating, because I need to go to the nether to get what I need. Alright, I need to go to the nether because I'm looking specifically for a warp stem. Alright, that's that, like, that blue-greenish, like, wood. I really want that for my base, but it comes with the price of me opening a nether portal. This actually would have been a really good spot for my nether portal. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, I have decided that I am going to open this nether portal. And I'm going to go through this nether portal. I'm just going to move the nether portal to a secret space in the nether. Alright, that's roughly in the same location. And hope nobody stumbles across it. So, this is just a really stupid solution I have to the problem right now of nobody entering my base when they're not supposed to. I'm just going to lay claim to this specific chunk where my nether portal is. And then I'm going to add doors. There, safety first. Well, here I am in my super secure nether base. Definitely pretty and beautiful, right? It's just a temporary fix, but I was lucky. I managed to find this particular biome right next to my base, which is really nice. I'm glad I don't have to go searching an incredibly long time to find this. Okie dokie, so I went and I got a hold of plenty of what I was looking for. So I hope this will be enough worked. You never really know how much you're gonna need until you actually start building. Because I don't plan on making an insane starter base, by the way. This is not a base. This is not a base. This is my starter base. This is just like it's a spot where stuff happens. It's not my base yet. Now, the base that I'm about to build is not something I have a direct reference for. It's just something I have some, like, concept references for like, gradient and stuff. The actual base itself, I don't actually have a concept art for. So I am still going to be having some sort of liberty with my base. I think it's going to look really good by the time it's done. I need blue. Blue is the color of the roof. I feel like I've seen this base before, but the thing is, I need light blue or green. Green is not going to be difficult at all. Usually that's one of the harder colors to get, but we are right next to desert. All that cactus over there, that's really great. Now, blue you can get from lapis, which I'm a little stingy on, simply because right now I don't have a lot of lapis. I could mine for some more lapis. But of course, one of the most difficult ones to get is white. Now, there's a couple ways I could get it. I could press my luck and see if I can just go to a Soul Sand Valley and get a whole bunch of bone that way. That would be a really good source. And plus, like, one piece of dye can make like 8 blocks. So, it's not like I need a crazy amount. I think I actually am going to go into the Nether and press my luck, see if I can find a Soul Sand Valley. We're gonna go, and we're gonna have a good time. We are not gonna die to the first skeleton we see. That is just not what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make a second crafting table, even though I don't need to, and then I'm going to make a shield. Shields are best for skeletons. And dude, I survived that fall. Now theoretically, this will be enough. Oh, this is actually making my mining go down way quick. That is honestly probably enough, but the thing is, I'm already down here. So I don't want to sink too many costs. Okay, I think this satisfies my need for bones. Because each of these is 9, I think. Yeah, I think it's 9 white dye for each of these, 9 bone meal. Yeah, we're definitely set. I knew I'd need this shield. It was inevitable from the very beginning. And extra bones. Yep, nope. Nope. Okay, now it's time to safely put away my stuff. Those bone blocks I risked life and limb for twice. Right? I lost my life twice to get those. So, you know what? It's, like, bad. Okay, how much lapis do I have? 25. That is not a lot. Let me look up where are the best wilds to get lapis. So I guess I just go at this level until I find something. Until I find lapis. A little bit of mining later. Yeah, there's no way that's going to be enough lapis. Alright, I don't know what I was doing last time I got on, but I am going to cut up some of these trees. Just a second. Is that what I think it is? There's a mine shaft right under my base. And it's light out. I could totally make an XP farm with this. I was wondering how I was going to solve that problem. I guess this is my solution. Okay, I'm going to go back into the cave and see if I can find any more lapis. Because right now, that ain't cutting it. I did oopsie. I did oopsie. Oh, I can survive this actually. I messed up an Enderman. It's a fear to the water, though. Well, Oops. What is that? Death number 3? I'm not liking the sound of that. I don't think that's doing very good. Why is lapis so hard to find? I thought that there was more lapis lazuli in the world. Well, I don't know what to do with it, but I have an amethyst geode now. Yay! You know, I've been strip mining for a decent while, and I'm not sure if I'm even gonna get lapis. I don't know, I will eventually, but I haven't found any lapis this way. It's like, is lapis rarer than diamond? How unlucky am I? I have not found a single lapis. Okay, so I was lucky. I got myself 32 more lapis lazuli, which is good. I still wish I had more, but I'm in a cave, and I'm in a very precarious situation. I'm wearing full iron, and I've got good valuable materials on me, and I just narrowly escaped death. So yeah, monsters are spawning everywhere, which means this must be the only cave in a while. Technically have more lapis than gold, but I'm finding few lapis veins than I am finding gold veins. This is actually a really lucky find because it means that I don't have to brave the monsters. Unless there's drowned in here. There could very well be drowned in here. But I am going to try and do the door trick. Any lapis in here? Yes! Immediately! That is so nice. Navigating to the door is hard. Oh, cool. It was only a tiny one. I have, however, found the lucky diamond. It's a very valuable. It's like a novelty item. Technically, it's just diamonds, but like it's so much rarer than regular diamonds. Run away! Be afeared! Oh. Ha 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 ha. I have the smirk. How many? I have 46 lapis. I think that'll tide me over. I think I'm satisfied with that number. And voila, I have reached sky. How far away is my base? Oh, where am I? Hold on a second. I think roughly in this direction. Oh, camel. There's jungle. I think over yonder is where my base is. Is this my base? That's a very good question. I can just look back at the footage to find the coordinates. This is my base. We're good. Okie dokie. After all of that effort, I now have a stack and a half of lapis. I wish I had more. But the thing is, it is so hard to get more. And I think that's enough to just get to the next stage of where I need to be. Because once I get the house done, at some point I will make the XP farm with that spider spawner, and then I will start to grind levels. And then when I grind levels, I will get better stuff, and then I'll go do another mining session, get full diamond, figure out how to do the whole villager thing at some point in there, get up there, get netherite, be done, have a mega base, and, you know, we'll be done with the series. This isn't that great. Bamboo, I don't think it ever really needed to be a wood. I don't like bamboo wood. I can't see that as being useful in anything. Has anybody actually managed to make good looking like bamboo wood creations? I don't understand. Okay, so I tried something new. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna get, but I voted for this server on 6 separate websites, and now I have keys. Yay! But let's see. How do I use the keys? Oh, I've come across something. So I've teleported to crates. It's snowing. Okay, perch crate, tag crate, vote crate. Voucher, 30 minutes of playtime. What's that mean? Oh, 250 claim blocks. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. Yay, budding amethyst. I got money. Nice. And I got more money. Cool. Do I right-click this to redeem it? I obtained playtime. Oh, the budding amethyst. That's useful for getting amethyst. Okay, money. Give me the money. Okay, cool. I am almost ready to buy 1,000 claim blocks, but I have more claim blocks, which is really, really good. That's one of the main things I've been needing to get. Now, I do need to figure out where to go back home. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it's here. Ew. There we go. 20k radius. Resets never. Oh, I made a mistake. Luckily, I was able to find the location of my base on the map, so I am lucky to know where my base is, roughly. I will make it there eventually. Luckily, I have Hermitcraft I can watch. Hey, I found a piece of terrain that looks like somebody took a well-edit turd on it. What is up with this terrain? It looks like somebody just came here and did world edit like really badly, like they didn't know how to use world edit, and they were just like playing with brushes and stuff.
Dude, this is like right by my place. I can get Laurel.
Look at all this beautiful stuff right by my base. Just okay. Anyway, I've made it to my base, and now /set home. And now home is set here. This is really one of the most beautiful locations I've ever selected for a starter base. Like, it is, like, it's like up there. And yes, I'm aware I still need to make a permanent food source, but the thing is, like, it's just... I have priorities. I might be a little bit messed up, but I have priorities. I want to get the stuff for the base, and I don't know exactly what I'll need for the base, so my solution is I'm just going to get everything. What could possibly go wrong with that? Wasted time? Oh, I didn't think so. That's a lot of animals. Look at how many animals there are. They just, like, spawn here in, like, big chunks. I'm definitely on my way to having a good mob farm. So it's the next day, and I decided I will actually delay building the base for a little bit because I want to do some other stuff. Namely, I want to gather some XP and get a good pickaxe. I might be tripping, but there might actually be a means of getting XP over in the enchanting area. So here, let's open Warp and see what cool stuff people have. Enchanting spot. There it is. Now this is the enchanting spot. This has a full enchanting table, which means I don't have to get one. But my question is, does it have a means of obtaining XP? And there is an anvil here. Okay, cool. Now I want my diamond pickaxe to have fortune on it. So in order to get that, I am going to go over to where the skulk is, and I'm just going to mine that for experience. Now, I've never actually done this for XP before. I just know it gives XP, but supposedly it gives a lot. So let's give it a shot. How long does it take? Times. I'm gonna wait to mine those. Okay, I need to find that shrieker. Dang it. You know what? I'm gonna summon a warden if I'm down here too much. I need to actually build an XP farm. Now I want this to look good, and I'm thinking I'm going to actually do a bit of a test build for this type of structure that I'm building. So I'm gonna go and get some cactus. Those guys can just be on their way. I am not gonna do that. I don't feel like dealing with a raid. That looks interesting. Looks like seaweed. You know what? That's a hardy good gradient. I like that. Man, cyan is such a beautiful color to have. I think this is probably one of the easier blocks to have a gradient on. But even then, if we were to remove this entirely... I think I need the darker at the end. You know what? I don't need to spend a bunch of money on Prismarine. Prismarine, like, I think the texture is just wrong. This is okay, but, like, also this color's a little bit off. But these four, look at that. That makes for a beautiful roof. Like this. Oh, this looks way better. My instincts were right. The dark oak looks much better for the framing. Yes, this is gonna go swimmingly. Man, I'm genuinely excited for these builds. I think they're definitely a step up from my usual game. I like that Minecraft is a game that you can, like, continually improve on. I don't know why I wasn't having trouble with this earlier, but now the monsters are all up in my business here. It's nuts. Here's a quick question. Can you smelt red sand? And what's it gonna give me? That's a good question. Damn, glass! It gave me just glass. Okay, cool, we're gonna leave that running. Okie dokie, I think I have pretty much everything I'm gonna need to build this, so let's make my XP grinder. And yes, I am planning on decorating it in the same way that I plan on decorating my base. So, just very similar, very similar. So it's going to be based off of this type of palette right here. I think it's going to look really good by the time it's done. So, la-di-da, here we go. Okie dokie, so making this roof is a lot harder than I thought, but I wanted to experiment with shading and make it simulate as if the light was from a particular location, so I messed around with the gradient a little bit to play with it, just to try it out. So we have this. So I don't know exactly what it looks like from a distance, I hope it's good. Creepers have been hanging around there all night. Yeah, that looks just fine. I like it, it's cute. Okay, time to light it up. So, now for the very last part, make it functional. And it would be very incredibly disappointing if this didn't work. But it looks like it did, so it's working immediately. And then if I remember correctly, these guys have a 1-block hitbox. Uh-oh. Okay, so we seem to have a bit of a predicament. And they can bite through here. And they can swim through here. I'm dead to the spider. It's very laggy. Why do cave spiders have to be so small? It just makes them that much more annoying to farm. There. They can't possibly squeeze through that. Can I get XP from this? Does the XP come? How do I deal with this? Are you catching my drift? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This could work. Yeah. Yeah, because this counts as a block and a half of height. So now they shouldn't be able to get through. That's making me very nervous. It's inefficient. But I do get my XP. Okay, cool. I have my first structure built, and it's functional-ish. I am really upset that I died a whole bunch of times. Well, not really upset, more like mildly annoyed that I died a bunch of times. But this thing exists, and it's functional. I'm actually gonna real quick just move those pillars and bring them inward, just one block. It's slightly frustrating to fix. Only slightly. I have to No! You wonkers! You willy womp piece. Come on. Just take me. How was I know he was gonna be able to jump from there? Okay, this minor itty-bitty change is so frustrating. It's just like lots of like small issues that balloon into decent amounts of frustration. No, boo, boo. I vote nay. Don't you shoot me. Okay, this is heaving me a little bit. The other one was too large. This one is just fine. Never mind. I thought it was going to be too small and that there was going to be no middle ground that would work. But that looks just fine. It's a base. No, it's not. It's a functional XP grinder. And now, time for the very fun time, which is harvest. I'm gonna be completely honest, grinding XP is probably one of the most frustrating parts of any Minecraft world. You know, part of me forgets I'm on a server with, like, basically everything on it already done. There's, like, warps to, like, everything. So I'm gonna sit here, and I'm gonna see if somebody has an Enderman farm that they've so graciously provided a warp access. This is better. They call this XP Blaze. I can burn, actually. Are there blazes? This said XP Fish. But I don't get any XP. Oh, it said Shulker, but it's actually a decent build. That's cool. No, I think it was the right choice to have my own XP farm because there does not appear to be an end farm. The end is possibly disabled on this map. No, I think I've seen people with Shulkers. Never mind. So this is actually a nice warp. I just don't understand. Where are the drowned? Where are they? I don't see them. So it is nice to have the whole Minecraft experience just be a little bit easier, just due to some of the more grindy aspects of going faster. So I am still half clad in iron armor. But this is very efficient. All kind of congregating up there, but none of them are actually falling down, except this guy. There we go. now they're just gonna jump down here. That's what I'm looking for. Cool. Okay, with my brand new Perch SMP pickaxe, I am going to go and mine those diamonds that I saw earlier. Well, I mined the diamonds, and now I have 20 diamonds as opposed to 18. I didn't get any benefit from that whatsoever. Cool, that's gonna summon a warden. Let me show you some of the goodies that I got. I got a cool sword that has almost the best sharpness, and it has sweeping edge, fire aspect, knockback, and breaking. I have a Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, and Break 3 pickaxe. I have the same thing with Efficiency 4 and Silk Touch. I have an Efficiency 4 and Break 3 shovel, and I have a Diamond Axe. So this right here is the first step towards something awesome on this server. Now I need to do the same thing, but with armor. Now that's gonna be much faster now that I have efficiency, and now that I have fortune, which basically means getting, like, diamonds is, like, now 4 times as fast. I don't know, that's just a rough estimate. Diamond armor, full set. There. I now take some of the incredible amount of lapis lazuli I've mined, and I go over to /warp XP fastest. Hope nobody's here. Nobody's here. And then I just farm piglins. Okie dokie, after a little bit of grinding, I can now ditch the iron armor and I have semi-enchanted full diamond. Protection and unbreaking across all of them. No special fancy enchantments. This is just enough to get me towards the next big step of the game, which is probably going to be the villagers, but we're a bit of ways away from that. I am going to go do one last thing. I am going to actually build the house that I've been wanting to build for this server. I've done a lot of preparation. I've even done a little bit of a test build over here. So if you come, I mean, you know what it is. It's the abandoned XP grinder. If this doesn't give you a feel for what it's gonna look like, or maybe not even the thumbnail, it's gonna be good. So I'm just gonna do a time lapse of me building this, and it's hopefully gonna be really good. I hope you enjoy. Well, guys, I think this looks really good. It's cute, it's cozy. I made it a little bit bigger than I was originally planning, but I think that doesn't hurt it too much. So, if I give you a tour on the inside,